Hey fam, you're welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, see I think I'm going to buy sheke for my newcomers or whoever comes to watch my video. As long as you're seeing my face for the first time, I'm going to buy sheke so that whenever I say if you're new here, you're welcome, I'll just check it because you deserve it. And to my old subscribers, I do not know what to do. I'm so happy that you guys keep coming back, that you guys keep supporting me by watching my videos. You don't know how much it means to me. If only you could see inside my heart, if only you could feel what I feel for you guys. Thank you so much for coming. And then if you're new, if you're just watching this video for the first time, I hope you're not watching as an after watching you just go where you came from. Please stay with us. My family is big enough to contain everybody, so you're welcome. Just stay with us. Click the subscribe button. Don't go. You will like our channel. It's for all of us. So today there's something I want to talk about. Something that I don't know, this is like a controversial topic because I've seen debates over this particular issue on social media. From my thumbnail, you already know what I'm talking about. It's about this cesarean section and vaginal delivery debate. So, do you know that, would you believe that in this day and age, in this 2020, some people still believe that cesarean section, that CS, is wrong? Yeah. Some people still believe that cesarean section delivery is not a normal kind of delivery. In fact, they go ahead to classify the two types of delivery we have as CS delivery and normal delivery. And by saying that vaginal delivery is normal delivery, they are indirectly saying that CS delivery is abnormal. It's not, as in, it's such an ignorant thing to do. People still frown at CS deliveries. People still say all manner of nonsense about CS deliveries. They even go as far as accusing doctors that operate on pregnant women, accusing them, saying that they just do it because they want to make more money. Such an ignorant statement. Like, I can't believe that human beings still think in this manner. Now, some doctors that I've spoken to in the course of all my childbirth and deliveries, some doctors I've spoken to have actually told me that when it comes to the two kinds of deliveries, that CS is even the more difficult one. No, now see, I want to explain it. When there are no complications at all, vaginal delivery is usually a very straightforward thing. Some people give birth in less than an hour. So vaginal deliveries are pretty much straightforward most of the time. While CS deliveries, on the other hand, requires them to cut in layers and also stitch back in layers, as in carefully. So you can't accuse them of preferring to do CS because of more money. That's a very ignorant accusation, and people that say it, they don't even know what they're talking about. Now, the point of this video is that I want to point out, I want to make it clear to most of you watching that there is nothing wrong with cesarean section. There is nothing wrong with CS deliveries. In fact, in most cases, it is a lifesaver. It saved my life. And I'm going to tell you the story of how CS delivery saved my life. Now, when it comes to childbirth, we know that there are cases when the woman starts to labor. And then after dilating, after her cervix finishes dilating, after she has labored for a lot of hours, guess what? They find out that her pelvis is too small. That her pelvis is too small, that the baby cannot pass through, and they have no other choice but to operate and bring out the baby. Now, there are other cases where while the lady is laboring, the baby becomes distressed. The baby's heart rate increases and baby poops in the uterus, causing the baby to be distressed, and then in such a case they have to do an emergency CS, cut the woman and bring out the baby. And there is also the other cases where the woman is induced, and then while she's going through that pain, laboring, because we all know that in the labor of induction is actually a very severe kind of labor. It's very painful. And then while she's laboring, it stops progressing. She stops dilating. And what do? They have to cut her open and bring out the baby. They have to now operate to bring out the baby. And in all these 3 cases I mentioned, of course it has to be an emergency CS, because at that point the baby's life is at stake, the mother's life is at stake. They are both in distress, and then they have to do an emergency CS to save their lives. So during such times, CS is actually a lifesaver. But there's something that is very upsetting when it comes to such times. Do you know that when the doctors are trying to save the lives of such women in that situation, their husbands actually refuse, most of them, well, not all of them, some of their husbands refuse to sign the consent form for them to operate. Some of them they say things like that it's not, that they don't, it's not in their family, that the women in their family don't give birth through CS, so their wives cannot give birth through CS. It's actually, I'm smiling, but it's not funny, because some women actually die in that process because of their husband's ignorance, because the man will now adamantly refuse to sign, and the doctor cannot operate without the husband's signature because he does not want to get into trouble. Things like this happen, and it's appalling. Like, it's really upsetting to know that such things still happen in this day and age. Now, I mentioned that CS saved my life. I'll tell you how. So my 3rd pregnancy, when I had my 3rd baby, Nano, I had her. She was my very first cesarean section. The pregnancies before her pregnancy were all vaginal deliveries. Now, the pregnancy before hers, I lost that baby. Story for another day. It was a stillbirth, and there was a complication. The doctors couldn't say what happened. Nobody knew what happened, and because of that, when I was going to give birth for the 4th time, the doctor at the hospital where I registered suggested that since they did not know what happened the other times, that they have to bring out the baby at 37 weeks, because that was when I lost the other one, at 37 weeks, that they had to bring out the baby at 37 weeks, and that I had one of 2 choices. Is either I get induced or it will be a cesarean section. So I went home and then I discussed with my husband about it, and then we both agreed that maybe we should do a cesarean section, even though I hadn't done it before. I just did not want to lose another baby. I was prepared to do anything to carry my baby alive and healthy. So we talked to my people, and then he talked to his people, and they were like, that let's not do it the way the doctor said. Why not get induced? And after the contemplation and everything, I told my husband that, see, this baby is our baby. If anything happens to this baby, everybody will tell us sorry. Both of us will bear the pain ourselves. And I will not forgive myself, neither will I forgive you. You yourself will not forgive me. So it's better that 2 of us should just make this decision on our own. Whatever we say, let us do it. And then we agreed to do the CS. Guess what? On that day of the CS, when the doctors cut me open, that was when they were able to tell what actually happened the last time. The doctor said that the wall of my uterus was paper thin. Like, let me show you something. Let me show you paper. Paper thin. See this paper? You see how thin this paper is? That's how thin the wall of my uterus was. So they said that God actually saved me, that I chose this CS, because if they had induced me, we all know that when they induce a woman, the contractions are really intense. They are stronger than when the woman goes into labor on her own. So if they had induced me, the pressure and the strength of the contractions would have caused my uterus to rupture. That was when they were able to tell that that's complication that I had that time that I lost the baby was a uterine rupture. That was why my baby died. So if they had induced me, it was likely to have happened again. I would have lost my baby, and I would have possibly bled to death. So because we chose to do the CS, they found out what happened, and the CS ended up saving my life. That was my very first CS. So I'm just giving you an example of how CS actually saves lives. It is not abnormal. It is not wrong for you to do CS. So that misconception about CS, it has to stop. Like, it has to stop. If you're one of those people that think in that way, You need to stop, change your entire mindset. There is nothing wrong with it. Even if your family members, the women in your family do not do it, there is nothing wrong with you doing it. Do you want to die? You do it. Do you want your baby to die? You have, when push comes to choose, when you need to make a choice, you need to forget what other people say. Do what's best for you and your baby. Another annoying misconception I've heard over time is that women who give birth through CS are lazy. Oh my God. Imagine that. That women who give birth through CS are lazy. How can people open their mouth to say that? How? Who no go? No. Who said that they... Wait first, I am coming. Let me make something clear to you guys. After vaginal delivery, once that baby comes out, the pain basically goes away. All the pain you've been feeling, shouting, punching wall, the pain basically stops. And in some cases, some women even forget the pain. They forget what it felt like once that baby pops out of them. Now, CS on the other hand, it is after the baby comes out that the pain starts. You know that when they do it, some women go under general anesthesia, they put them out, they sleep throughout the procedure. I don't sleep. I do spinal block because I don't want to sleep and go. So they numb me from my waist down. So I'm always awake while they do it. Now, when that numbness wears off, that is when the pain starts. Sometimes you start walking. You have to get up from your bed and walk that very first day. And the struggle, my brothers and sisters, the struggle to stand up, to get up that very first day, na die. Like, you know, CS is a major abdominal surgery. The pain, once that numbness or the general anesthesia wears off, I cannot even describe it. It touches the medulla oblongata. That's before they now pump you with meds to help you to cope with the pain. I'm sorry I keep saying deal with it. Oh, I can't stop saying it. So when the meds wear off, when the pain kicks in, it's not, well, let me not scare those that haven't done CS. It's nothing that you cannot bear, but just know that it is painful. I'm not trying to scare you guys. I'm just trying to make a point to those people that are saying that women that give birth through CS are lazy women. You do not know what you're talking about, especially men that say that thing. You don't know what you're talking about. Even with painkillers, it still hurts to an extent. You only begin to feel okay, like after 3 to 4 days, the pain begins to subside. And then you only begin to feel much better like after 2 weeks. Not like you feel pain throughout that 2 weeks. So it will keep reducing, but the point is that there is pain. You can't call them lazy. Women that go through this type of pain, you cannot open your mouth to call them lazy. If you have not done it before, if you have not worn those shoes, you don't know where it pinches, you have no right to open your mouth to call them lazy. Do you know that after CS, you are not allowed to take a proper bath or shower for some time? You are not allowed to drive or do any heavy lifting. If you have smaller kids, you can't let them come near you. At that point that you're still feeling pain and you're recovering, you can't let them come near you. Especially if they're active, because they will kick you. If they kick you, they can bust open your site, your incision site. And the pain is out of this world. You cannot cough. You cannot dare to have cough. You cannot laugh hard. You cannot sneeze. When I had, I've had three cesarean sections and 3 vaginal deliveries. Now, out of my 3 cesarean sections, after 2 of them, I had cough. Oh my God, I had cough. Like, when I cough, I cry. When I feel the cough coming, I cry. When I'm about to sneeze, I cry, because I cry in anticipation of the pain that I will feel. If you've ever had CS and you had cough, you know what I'm talking about. See, women are strong. That person that opens their mouth to call women lazy because they give birth through CS, let me not say what I want to say. It's after about 2 weeks that you begin to feel like a normal person again. I'm saying this with confidence because I've gone through all this. 3 cesarean sections. It's not a joke. Now, because I've done both kinds of deliveries. If you ask me to choose between cesarean section and vaginal delivery, I will choose cesarean section anytime, any day. Why? I will tell you why. Because everything with elective cesarean section, because if I choose it, it means that I chose to have it, so it's elective CS. Now, with elective CS, everything is usually very calm and controlled. You get to control how everything is going to happen. I played music. 2 out of the 3 times I played music. The first one, I brought in my iPad and then we were gisting. The 3 times we were all gisting. I brought in my iPad and I was playing a selection of Christian music, and then we were gisting while it was being done. Everything was so calm. There was no rush. So there was little or no room for any mistakes or complication because everything was controlled. Unlike when you decide to do induction and then along the line, it turns out that you're no more dilating and then they have to do rush CS to bring out the baby. You know that anything can happen at that point. There can be a mistake. In some cases, by the time they give the woman the injection to put her under or to block her, to do the spinal block thing, sometimes in some cases, I've had cases where before the medication kicks in, they start cutting, and the woman feels every single pain while they cut her to bring out her baby because they don't have any time to waste. They need to bring out the baby. So would you prefer to do that rush kind of CS, or to do the calm, you choose the dates and everything, they bring out your baby? My 3rd CS, the one I had like 6 months ago, was on Christmas Day. They were playing Christmas carols. Everything was calm. Everything was sweet. Before you know it, baby was out. They gave me my baby. I carry my baby. So if you're trying to make a decision between vaginal delivery and cesarean section, don't be scared. Maybe, I don't know if I somehow managed to scare you while trying to make these points I was making. I did not mean to. I'm sorry, but I want to tell you something. It is painful, yes, but it is nothing you cannot bear. It is nothing you cannot bear. If me could do it, if I could do CS 3 times and survive the pain, there is nobody in this world that cannot survive that pain. After, it's just a matter of time. In 2 weeks or even less, depending on your pain threshold or depending on your body, you start to feel better. All you know is that you have a beautiful baby to carry, and carrying your baby will even help you to bear the pain. The fact that you have a beautiful baby, it will help you to bear the pain. So in conclusion, my fam, I just want to say that there are 2 types. No, there are 2 types of childbirth. There are 2 types of deliveries: cesarean section and vaginal delivery. Both of them are considered to be normal deliveries. You get? So guys, I've come to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed watching and I hope it made sense. So I was just rambling. So if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please share my video. There's a share button. If you click on the share button, it will give you options of how to share the video. Please share my video. Like I always say, my subscribers might be in your contact, your WhatsApp contacts. They might be in your on your Instagram page. They might be on your Facebook page. Just help me to share my video so that my subscribers can. Who is this girl? Is knocking. Zite, I'm almost done. She said no. She's about to open the door. Okay, guys. So thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed up till this point, please, because of God, help me to subscribe. Subscribe to my channel so that you get, and then turn on the notification so that you can get to watch more of my videos. So that when I post new videos, you'll be one of the first to know, and then you can actually come and watch at your own time. Fam, thank you so much for watching. God bless you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.